The new Fujifilm 56mm F1.2 Mark II. Let me tell you what I think about this lens now. Hi there and welcome to Tudor Talks. My name is Tudor Matescu and in this video I want to address my first impressions regarding Fujifilm 56mm F1.2 Mark II. After watching the Fujifilm X Summit, after looking at what Kevin Mullins had to say about this lens, after studying DP review gallery, after looking at all the reviews made by the YouTubers and photographers for Fujifilm, let me tell you what I think about this lens, because I'm very interested about this lens, how I've said in my first video regarding 56mm F1.2. And why I'm interested? Because I'm using Viltrox 56mm F1.4 lens that I really like, but the AF of Viltrox, I feel it could be better, and I want a better 56mm F1.2 lens with better AF, and this is where the discussion will be very interesting. So let's get to the subject. What I think about the image quality of 56mm F1.2 Mark II. Well, I think this is one of the most important aspect, image quality. Well, I think by looking at the pictures and studying all the galleries, and I've left some links in the description so you can check it for yourself. What I think about the image quality of this lens, it is good. It is almost as a full frame lens, or I don't know, when I'm looking at this lens, if I wouldn't know that it's a Fuji lens, I could swear it's a full frame lens. So incredible, so extraordinary image quality, without doubts, extraordinary. But for my taste, I feel that this new Fujifilm 56mm F1.2 Mark II is losing from the magic of Fujifilm old lens 56mm f1.2 Mark I. It is sharp, it's having a pleasing bokeh, it's a go-to lens for portrait photography, for wedding photography, for paid event photography, where the clients are wanting to punch in that photography, to look at bokeh, to have that special full frame look. Yes, it's a go-to lens for events like this. But for a hobbyist, for someone who wants some magic, the magic rendering, I feel this lens, it's a totally another lens regarding the rendering. And yes, it's on the same rendering as the 30mm f1.4 and also as the 80mm f1.4. All the Fujifilm users are saying that the new 30mm f1.4, it is clinically sharp, but it lost the magic from the first lens, the 56mm f1.4. So yes, this lens, it's very sharp with pleasing bokeh, extraordinary images you can get with this lens, undoubtedly about that, but you will not have the magic rendering of the first version. This could be a good point for someone or a bad point for other users. For my taste, I feel that I like both lenses. So if probably in the future will I have budget to have both lenses, Mark I and Mark II, for me, if I want the special magic from the first 56mm f1.2, I will go with that lens. That special rendering, it is something. You will not have it on this new lens, but also this lens has her own characters, her own way of rendering images. So it's an evolution, but yes, you will lose that magic rendering from the first lens, but you will gain other benefits. So this is my impression regarding these two lenses, or this lens. It is better, but it is a totally different lens. So now let's talk about size, weight and price. So here it's a huge selling point, because Fujifilm was able to keep the size small, and this is important. Yes, the lens, it's a little bit chunkier and a little bit longer than the first lens, but it's having just 40 gram plus compared to the old lens. So this is a huge advantage here. It's a very important advantage, because you will not feel the weight, because the weight will be evenly distributed. So here Fujifilm did a great job keeping the lens small and light for this type of lens. Of course, we must judge this lens for what it is. We can't hope for a small pancake lens for this kind of focal length and for this kind of aperture, f1.2 aperture. And the next extraordinary, beautiful point, it's the price. The price, it's superb. It's superb. They didn't raise the price of the new lens. I don't know what the price it will be in my country, but anyway, $1,000 recommended price from Fujifilm. It's a big deal. So good points. Fujifilm didn't disappoint at all regarding image quality, price, size and weight. So a totally good evolution and a very good welcomed update and upgrade. But now we are getting to the tricky part, the AF. And here is a very tricky part, and we really need to see some real world tests, to decide if here we will have an upgrade or we will have to wait for other cameras to show up, because Fujifilm decided to keep this lens mold to use the old DC motor to drive the AF of this lens. I'm okay with that. They designed a new AF system based on that AF motor. They told about that in the presentation, that it's weighing 120 grams and it's not affecting the image quality. And they said that on the newer cameras like XH2 and XH2S, this lens will focus faster. And this is what Fuji fanboy said, and other reviewers said, that this lens, it is focusing faster, but just on the new XH2S and XH2. So this means, and I don't know, I hope I'm not saying something wrong, but from what I'm remembering, I saw in one of these videos that someone reported that this lens, it's possible to focus a little slower on older cameras like X Pro 3, X-T4 and so on. So this is the question, and here we must see some real world results, how this lens will act on older bodies, because if this lens will act slower on older bodies, I don't know, it depends. We really need to see real world results, but unfortunately for the moment the best results of this lens are with XH2 and XH2S. So in conclusion, we have an extraordinary lens that is acting very well on the 40 megapixel sensor and also on the XH2S sensor and AF systems of the camera XH2 and XH2S. But we really don't know how this lens is performing on older bodies. So this is something that we must find out, but I feel that I don't think there will be huge differences regarding AF. I hope, because this means we must wait for X-T5, X-C5, X Pro 4 and so on. And all the updates that Fujifilm are bringing to the table are making again the system, or better said, are making the users decide to update or to upgrade, because they said in their presentation that the new sensor with 40 megapixels, it is compatible with some of their lenses, not all the lenses. So this means if you want the best from Fujifilm, you really need to strive just for those lenses and for the newer sensor and for the newer AF systems that Fujifilm will bring in the newer cameras. So we will have here a gap till Fujifilm it will be able to upgrade all the lenses and all the cameras, so you will be able to say, okay, I have a very good system that I can use. But this is a discussion for another video, so please be sure to subscribe to see when I will treat those problems. But for what this lens is, I think it's a go-to lens. But what is more important and more to be excited, it's the fact that this new lens has a very good price, and probably the prices for the old lens on the used market will drop. So this means you can get an amazing lens, a smaller lens, a fast lens with lesser money, and also get good results. So basically we now have in the Fujifilm system two extraordinary 56mm f1.2 lenses. so beautiful if you are asking me. If you want the magic sauce from the first one, get the first one. If you want that punchy look, that full frame look, that clinical look, but with a very optimized bokeh without color bleeding and all the goodies, then get the Mark II lens. Thank you for watching this video. Please also be sure to check the links from the description and from the comments for more resources, and please be sure to subscribe now to my channel, because I'll post more content like this. Thank you and talk to you soon. Bye bye.